If you thought Lil Durk and King Von's brotherhood was unbreakable, you're about to see the side of Chicago they never wanted you to know. What started as family turned into fury. The streets are talking, the blogs are on fire, and the whispers from O'Block are getting louder every hour. Screenshots, leaked calls, and private messages have exposed a beef that fans thought could never happen. OTF versus O'Block, and at the heart of it all is Durk's secret fallout with King Von's family. From the outside, it looked like loyalty. But behind the smiles, money moves, and public tributes, something darker was brewing. Missing payments, old grudges, and one betrayal that nobody saw coming. Von's own people are calling out Durk, saying he's profiting off the pain, and forgot who built the empire with him. Emotions ran high, fans were shocked, and Chicago's rap scene was left divided. Every lyric, every Instagram story, every deleted post now feels like a clue in a real-life mystery tearing the city's legacy apart. So buckle up, because what's coming next might just change everything you thought you knew about Lil Durk, King Von, and O'Block. This is the fallout that shook Chicago's rap empire forever. It always starts the same way in Chicago: silence before the storm. For years, Lil Durk carried the OTF flag like a badge of loyalty, shouting out O'Block, honoring King Von, and reminding the world that family came first. But lately, the tone changed. Fans began to notice the small things, the missing name drops, the subtle shade, the distance in interviews. Then came the whispers: Durk ain't been to O'Block in months. At first, nobody believed it. But one Instagram live, one offhand comment, and one cryptic tweet from Von's cousin Didi started what people now call the quiet split of the empire. Didi's post was simple, just 3 words: he switched sides. No tags, no context. But in Chicago, that's all it takes. Within minutes, rap blogs ran headlines like "Trouble in OTF," and "Is Durk distancing himself from Von's legacy?" Screenshots of old group chats surfaced, supposedly showing Durk arguing with Von's manager Track about unpaid royalties and missing percentages from streams that blew up after Von's death. The messages looked legit, complete with timestamps, emojis, and receipts that fans froze frame by frame. One line stood out: "Y'all acting like I owe y'all my soul." Von knew what it was. By morning, #OTF versus O'Block trended nationwide. YouTubers jumped in, TikTok pages dissected every lyric, and Von's mother Tasha dropped a comment under a blog post that said everything without saying anything: "They're using my son's name for clout again." People started connecting dots. A week earlier, Durk had previewed an unreleased track on his close friend story. The snippet had one line that instantly caught fire: "Died. Now they act like they made me." Fans froze. Was that about Von? Within hours, the clip leaked publicly, racking up millions of views before it was deleted. Durk never addressed it directly, but the silence said more than any tweet could. Behind the scenes, the tension was boiling. According to a supposed insider close to OTF, Durk felt cornered, blamed for things beyond his control, accused of cashing in on pain when he was just trying to keep the movement alive. But O'Block's younger generation saw it differently. They said once the fame hit, Durk stopped coming around, stopped checking in, and started moving like an industry act instead of a brother. In one viral clip from a Chicago podcast, Boss Top, one of Von's day ones, looked into the camera and said, "Ain't no beef, unless somebody made it one." His face told a different story. That soundbite spread like wildfire. Fans rewound it, slowed it down, read between the lines. The Chicago comment sections were chaos. "He's talking about Durk." "No, he's talking about management." They all lying. Then a blogger dropped something explosive, leaked DMs allegedly between Durk's manager and Von's cousin, arguing about a memorial event. The messages showed tension over who had rights to Von's unreleased music and who could use his name on merch. One DM read, "Durk said no footage from the memorial unless OTF signs off." The cousin replied, "You tryna own a dead man's legacy." That single exchange lit the match. Within days, the memorial itself turned messy. Fans noticed OTF's absence. No Durk, no OTF chains, no public statement. Just silence. Meanwhile, O'Block members posted pictures at the memorial captioned, "We still here for Von." The contrast was loud. Twitter went insane. YouTube comments flooded with theories: betrayal, guilt, money, jealousy. Behind closed doors, Chicago insiders claimed something deeper was brewing, not just emotional distance, but a real split over business. When Vaughn passed, his unreleased tracks reportedly generated seven-figure revenue. People close to his camp said OTF handled distribution, but paperwork got complicated. "It's always paperwork that breaks families," one insider said on Clubhouse. The drama got so real that one night, fans caught Durk in an Instagram live where someone commented, "You switched on Vaughn." Durk froze, smiled coldly, then said, "Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. Everything ain't for the net." That 5-second clip was replayed everywhere. Meanwhile, Vaughn's sister Kayla B started posting cryptic tweets too, "Some of y'all fake crying for cameras." Another said, "Keep my brother's name out your bars if you ain't sliding." Screenshots of her liking anti-OTF tweets gave it more weight. And then came the supposed phone call. A Chicago gossip page claimed to have leaked audio of a heated conversation between a voice that sounded like Durk and one sounding like Vaughn's cousin arguing about royalties. The recording wasn't verified, but that didn't matter. People believed it. It had just enough static, just enough emotion, to feel real. In it, the Durk voice yelled, "I put everybody on. Don't forget who fed y'all." And the other replied, "Vaughn did that, not you." Whether fake or real, it broke the internet. By this point, fans were picking sides. Team Durk or Team Vaughn's family. Hashtags divided timelines. Reaction channels milked every angle. Lil Durk's betrayal exposed. O'Block speaks out. Even old allies started keeping quiet to avoid the crossfire. Then a surprising twist. OTF Thang's old friend dropped a post saying he warned Durk months ago that loyalty don't live forever. People speculated Thang's passing was connected to this energy, that maybe the streets never forgave certain choices. Theories spiraled out of control. One night, a fan caught Memo 600 leaving a club and asked him directly, "Is Durk still O'Block?" Memo laughed, shook his head and said, "Man, O'Block love Vaughn forever. That's all I'ma say." That quote became headline gold. Meanwhile, Durk tried to change the conversation. He dropped a teaser for his new album with the caption, "It's just me now." Simple, clean, but everyone took it as a shot. Comment sections filled with lines like he just admitted it. Even industry people weighed in. A few producers hinted that certain artists refused to clear features because of the ongoing Chicago tension. That's when things got emotional. Vaughn's mom went live, visibly hurt, saying, "I just wish they could talk instead of all this internet mess. My baby loved them all." The chat flooded with hearts, broken heart emojis, and messages like she knows the truth. Yet behind that mother's grief was a bigger question. Who benefits from this feud? Some claim the labels. Controversy sells, streams rise, algorithms feed the fire. Every week, new leaks appeared. Unseen Vaughn footage, alleged text exchanges, fake paperwork, anything that could reignite the flame. But some of those leaks looked too coordinated, too polished. Fans began suspecting it wasn't random, maybe a PR move. One viral theory said Durk's camp leaked selective drama to push the album narrative. Another said O'Block insiders were fighting back to protect Vaughn's name. Both sides denied everything. Then came the studio incident that nearly confirmed it all. Sources say Durk booked a late-night session on the north side. A few O'Block affiliates arrived uninvited. Words were exchanged, voices raised, and someone threw a phone. Security kicked everyone out before things got physical, but the damage was done. The footage leaked within hours. The clip showed blurred faces, but fans claimed they could hear Vaughn's cousin yelling, "You owe us respect," and Durk replying, "I don't owe nobody nothing." That 12-second clip gained over 5 million views in 24 hours. Blogs dissected the frame count, comparing tattoos, chain reflections, even shoe brands to confirm identities. Within a day, Durk trended worldwide. The next morning, he posted a single tweet, "They want me gone so bad." No elaboration, no explanation. Just tension. Meanwhile, industry friends tried mediating. G Herbo allegedly called both camps, urging peace. Even DJ Academics spoke out, saying, "This getting too real. These are people who once shared meals, not ops." But the streets don't listen to podcasts. At the same time, fans started noticing changes in Von's streaming pages. Certain credits quietly updated, removing OTF tags. Reddit exploded. Durk's being erased, one post claimed. Others argued it was legal cleanup. But perception is everything. And that's when another twist hit. An old unreleased Von verse leaked on SoundCloud titled Back Then. In it he raps, "I seen snakes turn 4 picofarads. I seen fam turn Hollywood." The line wasn't directed at Durk directly, but fans connected dots. The verse trended overnight, fueling the idea that Von himself had seen the fallout coming. Durk's response? Silence. But silence online isn't peace, it's pressure. Every time he posted a selfie or studio clip, comments flooded with talk about Von. Apologize to the family. You changed. By late spring, Durk unfollowed several O'Block members. Subtle but loud. People screenshotted it, compared follow lists, counted names like detectives. Within hours, blogs ran titles, "Durk officially cuts O'Block ties." And that's when the rumor dropped, the one that would send the story from gossip to history. A Chicago journalist claimed to have inside info that an OTF document showed Von's estate demanding back royalty payments. Nobody saw the actual document, but the claim alone was enough to blow the lid off. Suddenly the beef wasn't emotional, it was legal. The next day, Von's sister posted a quote story, "Paperwork don't lie." That was it. The city exploded again. Behind closed doors, insiders whispered about lawyers, contracts, old promises. Some said Durk's management team prepared statements. Others said they'd never let it go public because it would destroy the brand. But the truth was already out, even if nobody had real proof. And somewhere between those headlines and hashtags, Chicago's heart broke again. Because what was once brotherhood had turned into branding. What was once loyalty became leverage. The city that built them both was now forced to pick sides. And just when everyone thought the fire might burn out, something happened that made sure it never would. The morning after the alleged legal leak, Chicago woke up divided. OTF loyalists defended Durk, saying the paperwork rumors were just clickbait, while O'Block loyalists doubled down, saying this was the truth finally coming to light. The internet wasn't calm either. TikToks analyzing voice notes, fake YouTube interviews claiming exclusives, and clubhouse rooms full of people arguing about who betrayed who. The narrative had turned from grief to greed. And once that shift happens, there's no going back. By now, everyone wanted receipts. And that's when the Durk audio hit the web. A page called Kyra Confessions dropped a 45-second clip allegedly from a late-night phone call between Durk and one of Von's cousins. The voice, supposedly Durk's, said, "Y'all ain't do nothing when I was feeding everybody. Now you wanna act like I'm fake." The other voice clapped back, "You feeding who?" That was Von Money Boy. The background had muffled street noise, someone laughing, and what sounded like a car door closing. Real or not, it felt real. That's all the internet needed. Blogs went insane. Hashtags like hashtag Durk audio leak, hashtag justice for Von, and hashtag O'Block speaks started trending. Everyone had an opinion, every post had a side. Reaction videos titled Lil Durk's disrespect to King Von's family is crazy pulled millions of views overnight. One YouTuber paused every second of the audio, slowing it down to analyze tone and breathing patterns, saying, "That's definitely Durk, listen to the cadence." Durk's camp stayed silent, again. No denial, no lawyer letter, just quiet. But a few hours later, a private story screenshot allegedly from one of Durk's close friends surfaced. It said, "Y'all don't even know half the story. Folks tried to extort Durk." That changed everything. For the first time, the story flipped. Maybe Von's family wasn't entirely innocent either. Maybe money and fame twisted everyone. Von's cousin Didi went live that night, clearly emotional. "Ain't nobody extorting nobody. We just want respect. You don't go Hollywood off your brother's death." Tears in her eyes, she shouted into the phone, "He know what he did." Then she ended the live abruptly. The clip spread across social media like wildfire. Even non-Chicago rappers began commenting. Fredo Bang tweeted, "That loyalty stuff don't hit the same no more." Asian Doll, Von's former girlfriend, dropped a cryptic tweet, "When you play with angels, karma come fast." Fans instantly assumed she was talking about Durk. Within minutes, her mentions exploded. That night, Durk finally broke his silence, sort of. He posted a black screen on his Instagram story with the words, "Y'all believe anything. Real ones know the truth." No name, no context. But everyone knew exactly what he was talking about. Meanwhile, Chicago's streets were buzzing. A rumored altercation broke out outside a studio on 63rd. Witnesses claimed two O'Block affiliates ran into a group connected to OTF. Words were exchanged, threats tossed, but police arrived before things got serious. Still, social media turned it into a headline, "OTF versus O'Block gets physical." A few days later, a new twist dropped. Leaked messages from a former engineer who claimed to have worked on Von's posthumous album. He alleged Durk's team made edits to Von's verses, cutting lines that might have painted him in a different light. He even posted blurred screenshots of files labeled Von_advised and OTF_approved. That single post caused chaos. Fans began questioning everything. Did they change Von's story? Was OTF rewriting history? Von's sister Kayla went live again, fuming. "Ain't nobody changing my brother's words. That's manipulation. They scared of his truth." In another video, she said, "I don't care how famous you are, you don't own loyalty." The internet replayed her words on loop. Durk's PR team finally responded through a brief statement to the source. OTF has never edited or altered King Von's music. Any changes to songs were made for quality and release standards. We respect Von's legacy endlessly. It sounded professional, calm, maybe too calm. Fans weren't buying it. The comments section filled with snake emojis. Then came another twist that made everything worse. A small blog posted alleged bank screenshots showing large transfers from OTF's label account to a management company connected to Von's estate. Except, the amounts didn't match what people expected. The post claimed Durk had withheld over $600,000 in revenue. There was no proof, no verification. But the screenshots looked convincing enough to spark outrage. Every major hip-hop outlet picked it up. Lil Durk accused of withholding King Von royalties. Within hours, Durk's legal team sent cease and desist letters to multiple blogs. That move only made him look guiltier. The internet has one rule: silence equals confirmation. By now, O'Block had turned their social pages into rallying points. Old friends, old pictures, and subtle captions like "family over fame" and "the truth don't need PR." Meanwhile, Durk kept promoting his new single "Survivor's Guilt." The timing couldn't have been worse. The lyrics, full of regret and betrayal themes, felt like confession disguised as art. One particular line, "They say I switched, but I still slide with ghosts," went viral instantly. A reaction video featuring Von's cousin went up hours later. He played the song, paused it, then stared into the camera. "You slid with ghosts? You used ghosts." The clip hit 1 million views overnight. The atmosphere was toxic. Chicago blogs started calling this the Cold War of Chirac. No one was safe from speculation. Producers, engineers, family members, everyone's name was being thrown around. Meanwhile, another development shocked everyone. An old friend of both Durk and Von, Just Blow 600, was released from jail and went live immediately. "Man, I've been gone a minute, come back, and y'all acting like Von ain't my brother too. Y'all turning this into clout wars." But halfway through, he said something that lit the internet up. "I told Durk that energy wasn't right months before Von passed." Fans clipped that line, slowed it down, and used it as proof that the beef had been brewing long before. And then came the event that broke whatever peace remained, a tribute mural on O'Block. Organizers said OTF promised to contribute funds for the mural unveiling. But according to O'Block residents, no OTF members showed up, and the payment never arrived. Video surfaced showing Von's family emotionally speaking at the mural, while people in the crowd shouted, "Where's Durk?" The footage spread everywhere. Within 24 hours, Durk went on Instagram Live. He looked tired but focused. "Y'all doing too much. Ain't no beef, but stop disrespecting me like I ain't do my part. Everything y'all see online be fake. Y'all want me to crash out for views." His tone was calm but defensive. Still, the internet wasn't having it. One top comment read, "If there ain't no beef, why you unfollowed everybody?" Then the unthinkable happened. A hacker claimed to have access to shared OTF Dropbox and released snippets of unreleased music allegedly recorded by Von and Durk together. One track, labeled Family Business, had a verse that sounded eerily personal. Von's voice rapped, "Bro, don't call me when the camera's out. That ain't love, that's Brandon." Fans lost it. Whether AI or authentic, nobody cared. The timing was nuclear. Even mainstream media jumped in. Complex ran the headline, "Lil Durk faces backlash amid O'Block fallout. Fans demand answers." Durk's team threatened lawsuits, but the damage was irreversible. The narrative was set, OTF versus O'Block, Durk versus Von's legacy, loyalty versus fame. At this point, Durk reportedly retreated from Chicago for a while, spending weeks in Atlanta working on music. But insiders say the tension followed him. Some claimed O'Block affiliates felt cut off financially. Others said they wanted accountability. The deeper this got, the more blurred the line between truth and internet fiction became. One journalist covering the story said it best, "This isn't about who's right. It's about who controls the story." And in Chicago, controlling the story can save your name or destroy it. Then came one more spark. A mysterious post appeared on a burner Twitter account claiming to be Von's engineer. It said, "The real tape dropping soon. They can't hide the truth forever." Attached was a 15-second snippet of unreleased audio, two voices, one sounding like Von, the other like Durk. The line was chilling, "If I die, don't let him sell my name." That one sentence broke the internet. Fans flooded Durk's comments with snake emojis. Even longtime supporters started questioning loyalty. Bloggers uploaded videos titled "The Tape That Ends Durk's Career." Durk's only response was a tweet, "Y'all playing with heaven names for likes." But the storm wasn't calming down. Von's family members hinted they knew more, promising real evidence soon. Behind closed doors, OTF insiders were reportedly panicking. One anonymous source told an outlet, "Durk's tired. He can't fight lies with silence, but anything he says gets twisted. He's thinking of walking away from all this." But walking away isn't easy when millions of eyes are watching. Every song, every move, every tweet became a statement. The Chicago music scene, once united by pain and loyalty, now split into digital tribes. Still, what nobody expected was that something even bigger was about to drop. Something that would drag everyone back into the fire, expose new names, and blur every remaining line between friend and enemy. It was supposed to calm down. That's what everyone thought after the chaos of the leaks. But Chicago doesn't do calm, not when the ghosts of loyalty still walk its streets. Just when fans started moving on, something darker surfaced. A week later, a verified blog called Rap Room Daily dropped an exclusive they claimed came straight from a laptop once belonging to Von's old cameraman. Inside were allegedly unseen text screenshots between Lil Durk and Von from just weeks before Von's death. The messages, though unverified, painted a chilling picture. Von had supposedly texted, "Don't forget who rode for you when no one else did." Durk's alleged reply, "You know how business get." That single line turned the internet upside down. Business? What business? Fans froze the screenshots, compared fonts, metadata, timestamps, trying to prove if they were real. Within hours, they were everywhere. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, YouTube thumbnails with captions like "the texts that changed everything." Von's sister Kayla reacted fast. "Don't play with my brother's name no more," she tweeted. "If that's real, you'll know what it means." The entire city went silent online for a few hours. waiting for Durk to respond. He didn't. Instead, he posted a photo with a caption that felt like both defiance and exhaustion. "They want me to break." But the silence didn't last. A fan uploaded a 12-minute YouTube documentary titled The Fall of OTF, How Lil Durk Lost Chicago. It went viral overnight, 1.8 million views in 2 days. It had everything: conspiracy voiceovers, emotional background music, fake insider narrations. The line that hit hardest came near the end: "Loyalty didn't die, it was sold." O'Block residents started using that phrase on merch, graffiti, and captions. "Loyalty was sold" became a street slogan, painted across walls like an anthem of betrayal. And just like that, what started as personal pain became public propaganda. Insiders say Durk was furious. A week later, he dropped a freestyle on Instagram, recorded in a dim room. No label logos, no gloss. Just raw emotion. He rapped, "They say I changed, but who stayed the same when the cameras came?" The flow was sharp, the delivery wounded, and fans could feel it. For a moment, even his critics admitted, he talking from the heart. But the next line flipped it again: "I fed the wolves, now they howling for a check." That single bar reignited the war. Within an hour, O'Block affiliates clapped back on Twitter, "Ain't nobody howling, just paying respect where it's due." The back and forth spiraled. Even verified rappers started taking sides. One Chicago artist posted, "You can't rap loyalty if you ain't living it." Another responded, "Y'all worshipping ghosts. Let that man live." Meanwhile, the Vaughn tape rumors resurfaced. That mysterious burner account that claimed to be Vaughn's engineer dropped another teaser, a grainy 8-second clip of studio chatter. A voice sounding like Vaughn laughs and says, "If I ever get big, don't let him play with me." Fans swore it was authentic. Within hours, fake Part 2 audios appeared, AI deepfakes circulating under the title The Lost Sessions. The line between real and fabricated blurred completely. Mainstream media picked up the chaos again. Complex, XXL, and DJ Academics ran back-to-back segments. Theories exploded. Was someone using Vaughn's image to destroy Durk's career? Was O'Block divided from within? Were record execs pushing the narrative for clicks? Nobody had answers, only speculation. Behind the scenes, Durk's lawyers reportedly met with Vaughn's estate team for a closed-door settlement talk. The details never leaked, but insiders claimed both sides walked away angry. Days later, Durk posted another cryptic message: "All love ain't real. Some love come with contracts." That night, O'Block members went live outside the mural again. Someone said on camera, "Vaughn ain't signed no contract with family." The crowd laughed, but the tension was thick. Fans watching live wrote comments like, "This ain't rap beef anymore, this personal." And then, a week later, it did get personal. A memorial concert meant to honor Vaughn's birthday took place downtown. O'Block members were there, but OTF was missing, again. Instead, Durk's DJ showed up solo, handed something to Vaughn's mother, a folded note and a chain. The internet only saw the aftermath, a shaky video of Vaughn's mom crying while holding the chain, whispering, "He said this was for peace." That single image broke people's hearts. For a brief second, it looked like healing. But peace doesn't trend. The next morning, a major gossip page posted a new claim, that the chain Durk returned wasn't the original OTF piece Vaughn used to wear. The caption read, "Fake love, fake chain?" Instantly, chaos again. Comment sections flooded with snake emojis, theories, and pain. Durk deleted all his posts for a week. No updates, no lives, no cryptic stories. Just darkness. Fans speculated he was done with music, done with drama, done with Chicago. But on the 7th day, he came back with a video post, black and white visuals, church bells ringing in the background, and the caption, "You can hate me, but you can't erase me." The song previewed in the clip had haunting lyrics, "You ever cry so hard the city heard you?" It felt like a goodbye letter disguised as art. Blogs titled it Lil Durk's final message to O'Block. Reaction channels went crazy again. Some said he was walking away from the beef. Others claimed it was another marketing ploy. Whatever it was, it worked. Within 24 hours, Durk trended #1 across YouTube and Twitter. But somewhere beneath all the noise, something real lingered: sadness. The story that started with loyalty had turned into headlines. Brothers turned to brands. Grief turned to gossip. Even fans began questioning if they'd fueled it all. A viral TikTok put it best: "We turned their pain into entertainment." And just when people thought it was finally over, one last twist surfaced. An anonymous letter supposedly from someone inside OTF sent to a major rap outlet. The letter, written like confession, claimed that both camps were played against each other by outsiders chasing clicks and cash. It ended with a chilling line: "If Vaughn and Durk could talk today, they'd both say the same thing: we let them break us." Whether real or not, it hit hard. For the first time, fans saw beyond the smoke. Maybe nobody truly won. Maybe everyone lost something in the crossfire. By the end of the month, Chicago was quieter. The murals stayed. The songs kept streaming. The hashtags slowed down. But the echoes of betrayal still floated in the air like ghosts on 63rd. Some said Durk might never come back home. Others swore he'd return one day, older, wiser, ready to rebuild what fame destroyed. Because in the end, this wasn't just a rap feud. It was a story about trust, loyalty, and what happens when money meets memory. The empire that once united Chicago's streets had cracked, and no one could tell if it would ever be rebuilt. And that's where the story leaves us, not with an ending, but with an open wound that keeps bleeding every time another verse drops, every time another chain shines, every time another headline reminds the world what was lost between OTF and O'Block.